The astrology of the moment, the fine print on loyalty. What the current astrology is teaching us about loyalty through Cardi B's current drama. Let the vows burn, y'all. The sky is not playing games right now. We're under a configuration that will not play nice, and it has no interest in anyone's comfort. So Mars is moving through scorpionic waters along with Black Moon Lilith. Juno is on a karmic cliff at 29 degrees of the same sign. And for those of you who track the details, because the details are where the real story is, let's get specific on these signatures. So Black Moon Lilith is at 20 degrees and 47 minutes of Scorpio, which is Scorpio energy in the Cancer decan and the Cancer Dwad. But Juno is at 29 degrees and 29 minutes of Scorpio, which is the Cancer decan and the Libra Dwad. I'll break this down, but do you see this? The flavor here is everything. It's about family, motherhood, and lineage, which is Cancer energy, crashing right into contracts and social law, which is Libra energy. Translation, power, sex, vows, and accountability are all on trial. But this isn't just some timeline tea. It's like a truth serum, served straight up, no chaser. The astrology of the moment is calling the question, what happens when the shadow feminine stops apologizing for her own survival? And what happens when the contract she signed can no longer hold her? So this is where Cardi B comes in as a real-time example. So you've likely seen it. My timeline, at least, has been eating itself over Cardi B confirming she's pregnant with Stefon Diggs' child while still legally married to Offset. And everybody has a think piece. Is it revenge? Is it reckless? Is it some kind of 4D chess power move? And if you want to know why she's the poster child for this energy, you have to look at her chart. This isn't some sort of random coincidence. It's more like a direct astrological hit to her energy. Her birth time is unknown, but transiting Black Moon Lilith at 20 degrees of Scorpio, it's sitting directly on top of her natal Venus, the planet of relationships, money, and contracts, also at 20 degrees of Scorpio. Let that sink in. The energy of raw, unapologetic feminine power is activating her personal definition of marriage, romantic love, and value. So this transit is forcing kind of a revolutionary reckoning in her relationships. And because she also has Mercury in Scorpio, she's not afraid to dig deep and speak the uncomfortable truths. On top of that, as all of this news is breaking, transiting Mercury is at 18 degrees of Libra, making conjunction to her 18-degree Libra sun. She is the announcement. Her identity and the news are one and the same right now. Then you factor in her Aries moon. So her emotional core is impulsive, independent, and needs to act. An Aries moon doesn't sit around and wait for permission. It initiates. This all comes after a year-long pressure cooker that she was under from Jupiter being in Cancer, since it was squaring that Aries moon, as well as her natal Jupiter in Libra. So this is like a classic crisis of faith transit. So it puts immense pressure on her emotional world and her partnerships. So the dam was always going to break. We're just watching it happen in real time. And as if on cue, she drops the album, Am I the Drama? The title alone tells you everything about her taking ownership of the narrative. The lyrics are a masterclass in that Lilith on Venus energy, airing out broken promises, redefining her worth, and refusing to be silenced. This album feels like a testimony. It's her Juno at 29 degrees of Scorpio moment, where the private vows and their violations become a public declaration of independence. While we don't know Cardi's exact birth time, we do know, looking at her solar chart, which is set at 6 a.m., that her moon sits at 14 degrees Aries in that chart. So right now, Ceres retrograde is moving through Aries at 10 degrees and 17 minutes, and that's situated near her moon. That's potent as fuck. Ceres is the archetype of the mother, nurturer, and provider, but also of loss, grief, and reclamation. When Ceres touches the moon, especially in a fiery sign like Aries, themes of motherhood, fertility, and how one chooses to nurture or not nurture on our own terms comes to the surface. It's about the power to mother unconventionally, even defiantly, without waiting for permission. But for Cardi, this looks like making maternal choices in public view that defy the scripts of respectability and control. People will project, debate, even condemn, but Ceres on her moon says the nourishment she chooses to bring into the world isn't about optics. It's about survival, sovereignty, and raw instinct. It's a reminder that motherhood doesn't always look like sacrifice. Sometimes it looks like fire. So let's break down this energy. This moment is landing so hard because the astrology is decoding a cultural script in real time. So let's connect all the dots. Lilith at 20 degrees and 47 minutes of Scorpio, which is the Cancer decan in Dawad. Now, if we take it back to the origins of Lilith in the myth, it says that Lilith walked out of Eden rather than submit and was demonized for it. In astrology, Black Moon Lilith is where we refuse shame and reclaim the parts of ourselves we were told were unacceptable. In Scorpio, Lilith is surgical. She burns the rot out so that only the truth is left standing. It's a flat-out refusal to continue any kind of martyrdom disguised as virtue. And for Cardi, with this transit happening directly on her natal Venus, it's a deeply personal command to redefine her worth and what she will and will not accept in love. Juno at 29 degrees and 29 minutes of Scorpio in the Cancer decan and the Libra Dawad. Well, Juno is marriage itself, but she blesses the sacred bond. Never forgets betrayal, though. In Scorpio, she demands absolute loyalty. At 29 degrees of Scorpio, she's telling you the game is over. The Libra Dawad pulls in the contracts in the courts of public opinion, but the Cancer decan asks the final question. What feels true inside your home, inside your body? If the contract can't hold the truth, then it has to end. Mars, along with Lilith and Scorpio, this is a feminine expression of Mars. It's not the flashy, chest-pounding Mars of Aries. This is Mars in its ancient home sign. It's quiet, it's strategic, and it's deep. It doesn't need to yell because its actions are lethal to pretense. This isn't about performing strength. It's about transformational action. That's the energy we have here. And then Chiron is still in Aries. It's retrograde right now. But this is like the syllabus for this transit because it screams self-accountability, period. Okay? The distortion of the masculine, entitlement, avoidance, aggression are being flagged for review and have been since this transit began, okay? And that bullshit addendum that women keep getting handed, the one that says, you have to carry his healing too. Well, that's being rejected. In bulk, everyone has to do their own work right now. Okay, so what's the lesson here? Hear me loud and clear on this. This week, do not negotiate with betrayal. Do not carry healing that isn't yours to carry. If your contract, whether it's on paper or it's unspoken, cannot contain your truth, then it's not a contract. It's more like a cage. So the lesson from Lilith here is protect your body, protect your lineage, protect your emotional bandwidth, and remember that you need to mother yourself first. Juno's lesson here, rewrite the terms or release them entirely. Loyalty without reciprocity is just bondage dressed up like devotion, and we can't have that. Mars's mandate right now, okay? Listen, take the action that sets you free, not the performance that keeps you palatable to others. Stay true to you. Act on that truth. And Chiron's command, your courage. The willingness to take up the mantle of your healing. Your courage is the cure, okay? Your healing is your work, no one else's. No proxies, no placeholders, no more waiting. It's on you. Crisis is the midwife of creation. Do not be afraid of the fire. Let the false vows burn. See what's real enough to build with from the ashes, and then rise like a phoenix. I love you.